All right, hello. Welcome back. It's been a while. So, I've been thinking I'd like to make this thing. What is this thing? I got to make this thing do a thing. So, I've got this STM32 F746 disco board. There's a lovely display on it. All these things on the back of it. You got these GPO pins over here. You can just plug stuff into. It's got little buttons on it. It's got little like sound things and Ethernet, like super cool board. I haven't done much with it. So I thought, all right, I'll put some GUIs on it and like you can play, like you can touch the screen and like make it do things and that. So I was watching some tutorials on how to do that. And they all were doing this touch GFX thing. I was like, okay, cool. So I'm watching videos, touch GFX, got all this stuff. You click on a bunch of stuff, you can resize, sort of really fancy GUI. It's like, remember Visual Basic from 96? Visual Basic 4? Yeah, super cool. Just like Visual Basic 4, except it's going to make a thing that then is going to be put onto here eventually. I don't think you can do that in Visual Basic yet. So, so I was looking at that and I was like, okay, cool. Well, I'll download that and I'll install it and I'll run it. And it's only Windows. It's only Windows. Super cool. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. I'm not going to take the effort to go through and do that. So, so I was like, well, what does it actually do? Turns out there's a button on it when you do all the stuff. There's a button on it that says generate code. I'm like, are you just generating code? Huh. Because I got another thing that generates code. It's called a large language model. So what we're going to try today, I don't know, we tried this before, but I think we're going to do a little bit better job this time. So what we're going to do is I'm going to create a project and then I'm gonna slap it into a thing and then shove some AI next to it. We use Claude Code. I've been using Claude Code a lot. So we use some Claude Code, and then I'm gonna try to like describe to Claude Code what I want to do, and then see if it can it can generate the code that I need generated, because that's all the touch GFX is doing. It's just generating some C code for me. So we'll try it out, see how it goes. I'm Ryan Torvik. Let's do this. All right, here we are. Let's do STM cube thing. So, and if it's not Windows only. Such a big fan. Such a big fan of. This thing's magnificent. And if you haven't ever done something with the STM32 Cube MX, such a wonderful experience. You'll notice here it does not use the standard, and there's nothing up here. There's nothing in the bar. Like there's an about, and there's a services and they're high. So you're like, okay, so this is not is this a native application? I don't know. And you say about, and it just says Java. I'm like, so yeah, Java took over the world, man. It's ready. It's doing this. So I'm gonna create a new project. Let's see, and like there's my file and window and help, but they're all Java, so it's their own. It can't use the system. Oh my gosh, fine, cool. All right, so I'm gonna start a project from my ST board selector thing. It's very responsive as well. So, oh, there it goes. Okay. And I would like, I don't know, there's a lot of these things here. There's a lot of these things here. I'm not really good at this. So let's see. Let's say discovery. Yeah, discovery kit. There we go. And then it's got, let's see, discovery kit. That's the one. Did that do it? Is that okay? These are all discovery kits now. Okay, and then F7. This one. This is it. That's it. It's a complete demonstration and development platform for blah 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 blah. Let me look at my board. Is that the right picture? Doesn't have the brain on it. Okay, but that is the right picture. Okay. So Arduino. Interesting. Interesting. So I could just use Arduino for this instead? Maybe. Anyways. All right. Let's say I don't want to buy it. I want to start project. Initialize. Oh yeah, absolutely default mode. That's how we. It's highly recommended. Okay, yeah. To pre-configure the memory protection unit to optimize speculative read access of the core. Do it. Loading the International Olympic Committee. Rendering UI. Okay. Oh, it does things for. Yeah, that's neat. I don't know what that's for. They got pictures of pins. I always think this is a like a CPU. Like this is the actual CPU and the pins on the CPU, but I don't think that's right. I think they are other things. Let's see, system view. Oh, got all this stuff in here. They got a bunch of check marks next to things, and like that one's got an exclamation point. I don't know. Project manager. Let's give it a name. We're gonna clicky the screen. All right, going to say clicky the screen. We're going to drop it in the thing there. Toolchain IDE. I'm going to say CMake. Booyah. Default compiler linker is GCC. Sweet. There's a lot of options in here. I don't know if you've ever clicked it. It was like, wow, you guys have thought about a lot of stuff. And hopefully I don't need to know any of it. Tools. Okay. Clock configuration. Oh, that looks amazing. That is just exactly like the clock that I. Super cool. Okay. And then, yeah, generate code. Let's do it. So I changed it to CMake. That's it. I gave it a name and I changed it to CMake. Generating user source code. And now we wait. Sweet. The code was successfully generated under blah, blah, blah. Project language C, open folder. There we go. Clicky the screen.ioc. It's got some stuff. I don't know. CMake's over here. There's a CMake list. All right, well, let's open this thing up in VS Code. And let's say open STM32 cube. Clicky the screen. Let's open that. Okay. Oh, but yep. I trust the authors. The authors are me, and I am the authors. Okay. And I think I made it big enough. What do you guys think? Is that big enough? Yeah, it's big enough. I'll think about more. Okay. So we got Visual Studio Code here. Gemini's over here. Actually, let me bring that back open. I'll talk to you later, Gemini. Okay. I already got my Claude loaded up. It's a whole bunch of stuff over here. All right. So, well, here's another thing too. So I've got CodeForge installed here. I'm going to initialize it real quick. There we go. And it says update image. There we go. Okay. So we got our image. What CodeForge gives for you. You can just launch terminal here, and there's a dev container that comes with this that you can run commands in and everything too. So what I like to do is I like to have my compilation tools in this development container. I should actually, let's see, and this Docker image that we have on the side, the CodeForge Docker image, and we've got the GCC and make and CMake and all that kind of stuff too. That way I don't have to install it on my desk. I don't have to worry about tool chains and which tool chains I got installed where. Oh, I have this one. So like we're just gonna have everything in the Docker image. So we have to do it. All right. So let's go and talk to Claude and see how we do here. Okay, so I got a prompt here. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm trying to decide how much I'm going to try to force Claude into like a better engineering process as opposed to just kind of letting it do it itself. So what I want to do, so first off, if you go and you launch a terminal in a container like this, you will see. So we're mounted in there. Everything's just like it's on the desktop, except it's in there. So I'm gonna make build and a cd build, and I'm gonna say cmake ... It does that, and then I take make, and you'll see we get a ton of errors. And it's because it's using, I think it's just using GCC, which is not the right compiler to use. We need to use the cross compiler for it. So it was like an ARM non-EABI, like whatever. So it's not using that because it's just using standard C stuff. Okay, so um, so I'm gonna delete all that, leave that there. And it's and there's a lot of like, there's a lot of questions that are so some people, a lot of people, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through this so you can see like this is why other people are putting a lot more thought into how they're interacting with the LLM. So I'm actually just going to ask it to do something right now. So I'll give it some instructions. We said you are a senior embedded developer specializing in C++ for the STM32 family of devices. This project is for an STM32 F746 Discovery kit. Okay. So it might be able to figure that out from context in the files. You'll notice in here, there is no README. I don't have a README in here. There's a CMake list. There's a CMake presets.json. There's a startup.s here. Like, but it doesn't have like I don't have like a developer guide in here that tells that kind of you could then give to the LLM and say like, hey, this is what this project's about, and this is how you build it, this is how you interact with it, this is how you do version control or whatever. Like we don't have a developer guide in here yet. We just dumped the thing out here. Okay, so what you'll see is a lot of people will go through and they'll start out by instead of doing something, don't do anything yet. They'll try to actually what they'll do is they'll lay out like, okay, this is what the project is so that it can give the AI some context about what's actually it's dumped into. Because each time you interact with the AI, it's like a brand new baby. It's like it's never seen the world before. All it has is all of its stuff that it's been trained on. It doesn't have any other context that's specific to the project that you're working on. So you'll do that. Now, I'm not doing that in this situation because we're just going to see. This is an experiment. We're going to see what happens. So there's that. I did say, so I said, and the way I do things, I mentioned the build tools are in a Docker image and not on the desktop. The project currently fails to build because CMake doesn't correctly set the compiler. So we need to update the CMake to use the correct cost compiler for this project. So I'm expecting it to have to go through and like look at the project and then try to make a decision about like, okay, and then update the CMake standards there. Okay, so there's that. And then I'd like to add some function on the project. It's to display an image on the board, on the board display at boot up. Then each time I tap the touch screen, it should switch to a different image. And when my finger releases, it switches back to the original image. So it's pretty simple. Just like touch, release, and it should change to different images. I'm going to grab, let's see, pictures. I'm going to grab Code Forge. Yeah, I'm just going to grab these two. Okay, and I'll copy these over. New folder. Resources. And I said, oh, I put the images in a resources directory. Okay, and then I'm going to go and paste these two files, paste. And we're going to call the first one with the orange circle. We're going to call that one default. And we're going to call this one on tap. Okay. So hopefully it figures out that, hey, default means default and on tap means when I tap it and then release, that means that's where it goes. Okay. And that's it. Like, I'm not going to give it any other instructions. I'm not going to give any other context. We're just going to let it go and kind of figure out what it does. You ready? Go. All right. I'll help you fix the CMake configuration. Add. Let me start by examining the current product structure. So it's running a find. It's running an ls. It's not asking me for permission to run these commands because these are not, these don't have the ability to change the system theoretically. So running an ls doesn't have to change the system. Now, look what it's done here. So it's added, 6 steps. So it's like, here's 6 different steps that you can see like this that I'm going to take to do that. So I can see that with the LCD display controller and I2C3, okay, fixing the CMake configuration. It's handling it correctly. Okay, so what is it saying? Hold on. Is handling that. However, since you're using Docker, we need to ensure the toolchain paths are relative or confine the tools. Let me update the GCC ARM none eabi CMake file to work with Docker. Okay, let me see. What are you trying to do here? Okay, so delete all that. Find. Okay, so it's trying to find program. Oh, interesting. Instead of set, which is just there. Which oh, so maybe all right. Prevent CMake from testing the compiler. Maybe I should have just let it go. Hmm. All right. Well, before I let any of this happen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get init, and then I'm going to say, let's see, yeah, get commit dash a dash m. Uh, so all the time, always use source control when you're using with this because it's like, I don't want you to make this change because I can't undo it. You might be able to undo it, but I don't trust you to be able to undo it. So I'm just going to do this. Oh, get add. Sorry. And then just add everything. Sure. Go to town. Who cares? Okay. Get log. Get status. On branch main. Nothing. Okay. So there it is. All right. So got at least some rudimentary um, source control set up. So this is what it wants to do. Sure. We'll see what happens. Let me check the board support package, the files for the touchscreen. Okay. This is what I was worried about. Okay, that's fine. Now you'll notice I didn't just say click on like use every time. Like I can do that. I've done that for certain things. Where it's like just go to town, whatever. I think when it tries to do this, I'll say well we'll see. It's ready to convert images. Oh, because it needs to convert it from 2000 to the appropriate display size. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, and you're gonna put it over there instead. Image tap. That's C. It's going to turn it into a C array. Convert image to C array. Oh my gosh. Auto generated from this. Well, that's fascinating. All right. Yeah, go for it. I guess we'll try. I'd prefer that you didn't. I don't even know that I have Python 3 installed. I guess I should. Oh, it says converted. Excellent. All right. So it's gonna try to create this. Now, what I want to do is let's not. Okay, so I don't want Claude to create these files. I want to actually go to the STM32 because I've done this. Like, go back. So I'd prefer that I actually just go through the STM32 cube designer and then add the functionality. Do you know where in the designer I would go to do that? No, I said no. Okay, so here I said well. Okay, so I said no, but then I didn't say no. I said write failed. Okay, so let me copy and paste this. Yes, for adding touchscreen, here's what you would do. Okay. Open the IOC, software packs. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, I think I already have that. Yeah, so let me go do that. All right, so back to this thing. I don't even where. And pin out and configuration. Okay, and then there's a middleware. Let's see, pin out and configuration middleware. multimedia security computer middleware. Okay. And then look for graphics or touch GFX. All right, I'm not seeing a graphics. I'm not seeing a touch GFX there, but I think there's an X cube. Yes, this one. Okay. And then what do I do? Install. Yeah. Touch GFX. And then is that, let's see. Device, family pack, select components, sports sport package for this. Yeah, I've done that. And so add the BSP drivers. Okay, so I was going to click on OK. Is that what happened? Where'd it go? Okay. So did that work? X cube. And then load graphics application. Okay. So now it's got the checkbox next to it. That looks fine, right? And then I'm going to click on generate code. Generate a user source code. Code is just generated. Okay, so we're going to close that. Okay, so I've gone through and added the touch GFX library. I got a library and regenerated the code. Can you? You haven't looked. You can see it? How can you see that? Okay. Now let me check the CMake. Okay. So add C++ support. All right. Let's see. CXX standards, extensions. Okay. And then it's adding, okay. CSM. Okay. It's adding some to the, oh, those default images that are now C files, which was fascinating. Include. Sure. Sounds fine. Okay, so now it's just implementing the application logic for image switching. So we're done, right? Perfect. Let me add the application code. I'll add helper functions and it's putting it in the right place. And so for those of you that have done a decent amount of this kind of development with the STM, they put comments in there. And then you just have to put it in there between. So let's see what it's trying to do. So it's adding some stuff, user code, begin 5, infinite loop, current touch date. Yeah, I don't know. Sounds fine. Yes. And which, oh, okay, it's adding several. Okay, we'll just go yes. And yes, I think there were 3 different sections, right? Oh, 4. Yes. Yes. And actually, I'm going to go over here and look. What did you done with my main.c? Okay. So it's actually, that's fine. We'll just leave that. No, we're good. No, you're not going to write that file. Okay, so now it's a summary. So we're done. That's it, right? That was just one shot to fix some stuff, maybe. Okay, still haven't actually tried it. Seems very confident that it's done something. All changes are in the user code section, so they won't be overwritten if you regenerate it from the, okay. Should be able to build your project with your, okay, let's try it. Launch terminal and container, make dir build, cd build, cmake, dot. Okay. And then cmake -- build. Oh, I'll just make. Still do not like that. Let's copy this here. Build fails. Here are. Okay, so I'm gonna dump it in there. I think. Okay, so it's using an ARM64 compiler instead. So then what do you want to do here? Let's find in my next instead of the ARM embedded toolchain, I'm going to fix the toolchain. Okay. All right. So here's all right, I'll do this. You need to make sure CMake uses the correct compiler update the toolchain file with better compiler detection. So it's still not detecting the compiler correctly. ARM. It's being very specific. Find program ARM. Okay, try it out. I'm gonna have to find a way to like have it be able to do stuff. Okay, CMake -- preset. Okay, and then I'll just copy this. See here, there. I don't know what that means. Could not load cache. You need the build directory. Oh, got it. So I need to be in the debug directory. Not finding any of this stuff. We're doing 59%. Isn't okay. Specs, nano specs isn't what the new lib include paths are set up. Let me fix the toolchain file again. Okay, yep, go for it. Sure. Nano specs. I don't know. RTTI. That looks great. I'm going to remove it again. Gosh. Make dash s build debug. I'm not gonna nproc. Okay. No such 16, 17, 18. Okay, we're just gonna no such nano specs. I don't know what that is. There you go. Good luck, kid. Okay, no nano specs. Keep going. Yeah, use standard. Don't use nano specs. Yeah, just regular specs, man. Yeah. No sys specs. I have to rebuild again. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to write a script for this. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Reset. And then oh, try this again. No sys specs. No such file or directory. Yeah, remove it and just link against the libraries manually. That sounds great. Yeah, do it. I don't know what I don't know with all of no sys specs and let's see. Let's remove that again. Figured it out yet? Oop, 80%. This is the thing I'm worried about. I'm worried about the compaction thing. Because we're getting up there. I wonder how much money we've used. Hmm. Oh, it's compacting. It is compacting right now. Okay, well, you go ahead and have fun. Yeah, for those who haven't done this before, compacting means it's too much. So I'm guessing that I don't have the right. I'm missing something in the package, but you would think clean release debug. Oh my gosh, Jesus! No, I don't want you to do this. It's fine. I'm fine just doing it by hand right now. So here's the most recent error. Where is it? It's over here. I got this again. So why, so I mean, maybe I don't have them installed. Is it possible I don't have them installed, but I have, well, you're not going to be able to see because I'm not giving you access to it. So just tell me where to look for them. Okay. So I'll do this. Okay, so maybe I'm missing a package. What package should I install to get these header files? Good thinking. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sometimes new lib. So they want me to install this new lib thing. For ARM GCC bare metal toolchain, you'll need the new lib package. All right, so let me do that. Okay, so apt install lib new lib ARM none EABI cd bang bang Tom Steele. That's a lot of stuff. Okay. It's a great name for a package, by the way. New lib. How are we doing on time? Oof. It's coming. It's a lot. It's a lot. All right. 52, 53. All right. So we've done that. Let's see. I will go and run this thing to see what it says. Print sysroot. Is that the one? Run that again. Still blank. Interesting. Okay, print search strs. There's that. Okay, so I will go. Here's the output of compilers, install directory, and standard header files. Okay, so we'll do this. Okay, so it needs to actually put that in there. That's not what that is. I don't think that's what that is. Keep doing. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Okay. So we're gonna go this way. arm-rf build, make dir build. We're gonna say cmake dash preset debug dot dot. Let's say cmake dash s build debug. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, okay, it's different now. It's different now. I don't know. Okay, here you go. Now what are you gonna do? Platform driver, touch controller. Okay, so the HPP is missing. Nope, I don't want to do that. Okay, so I don't want to do that. Reinstall, go back. It should be in middleware's ST. Graphics application. I legit don't know. Manage software packs. ST. Let's see. Cube. Touch. A generator? I don't need a generator. Select for deletion for install. Okay, well, I already have. Okay, that's not. Okay, well, I genuinely don't know. Let's go over here. What did you say? It was going to be in middlewares? ST. There's an STB US host like, but it's not in there. So how to make it? Yeah. I need. Let's do a. I selected X cube touch GFX and the STM32 cube MX. And I selected the graphics. Generate code. What else? Is there a different? Should I look? Let me look. Yeah, this one. I have that. There it is. All right, hold on. Okay, let's take this away. Let's take this away. All right. You need to ensure the middleware package is actually downloaded and installed. Here's what you check. help manage embedded software packages. Help manage embedded software packages. That's the generator. X cube touch GFX. Make sure it's installed. Well, I can't. Where's the? I mean, that's the generator, but I'm not running Windows. So, like, the generators. I'm gonna leave that alone. So, like, if you look, where was it? So, if we look, like, STM32 cube, it's got this repository here, and then it's got packs, and it's got, so it has all this stuff in it. X cube touch GFX, like all of this stuff is here. There's the installer there. There's the pack file. There's, there's templates, projects. I don't know what is all this. E1 core. Like, what is all this? I don't know what any of this is for. So like that's installed there. So I think that's right. Okay. Enable touch GFX in the middleware, which I did. Touch GFX. So this is the middleware, right? Middleware and software packs. I mean, multimedia, connectivity. Middleware and software packs. Oh yeah. Okay. X cube touch GFX. Configure it properly. What do you? It's still need configured properly. You know, it's got all that vector rendering, video decoding. Yeah. Use large. Nope. 32 sounds fine. Please enter a string to search. I don't know. User constants. Sounds great. Graphics application. There we go. Okay. Make sure application template is set appropriately. What is that? Touch GFX application is actually installed. If it's not, there. Yeah, it says software pack. It says that. It has that there. Okay. Middleware, software packs, and then the hardware stuff. Okay. So that's totally right, right? I'm just going to click generate code again, see what happens. Generating user source code. Click the screen, .ilc. Copy library files. Okay. Open folder. So middleware's ST. It's not in there. This should download and install. I don't know where. You may need to select a display configuration. Touch GFX application template. Mode, graphics application. Graphics application. Reset. What was it? Application template is set appropriately. Yeah. Additional features. There's no application template. I think I'm going to have to, yep, we're going to put this off. So, I mean, it was very confident. It's very possible that all code is in the right place. We're just not getting the system configured correctly. Select components. I mean, it says Xcube touch GFX right there. It's configured correctly. You can generate code using the current values, but it's not like, if I unclick this, that takes it away and I put it back. So it looks like it's there. Like, what's going on here, guys? Project manager, code generator, file settings, all used libraries. There we go. Let's try that. Let's try that. Generate code. Copy all used libraries into the project folder. Copying library files. Okay. Okay. Open folder. Middlewares. ST. It's not in there. Third party. Right. It's not in there. I just dumped 923 more files in there. Look at all that. Oh, okay. I can ignore. Okay. Now we'll have 891. Look at all that extra stuff it threw in there. Okay. Let's go. Can I find dash I touch GFX? It's got no, there's no. Oh, you go up here. It's in the root directory, but it doesn't have. There's the howl.cpp. Oh, is that it? Is that what you were looking for before? What was I looking for before? Platform driver, touch controller, STM32 touch controller, target, touch generated. I don't. I mean, it's in a touch GFX directory, not in a middleware or whatever, right? Yeah. So it's got that. But then what? Well, then why isn't it downloading and installing it? I don't know how much I should hold Cloud accountable for this. Um, Maybe I should have just had it vibe code all the. I don't want to do that. I've done that before. Yeah, I don't know. Claude looked like it was trying to do the right things, but it really is a matter of like it doesn't really understand how to use the STM32 cube. Neither do I. So we're kind of two stumbler bombers. So it doesn't know everything. But yeah. So we'll have to try this again some other time. See what happens. I think once we get the board initialized, I think we should start cooking. Start cooking. So I might cheat because that's what you got to do, man. You always gonna be cheating. You always gotta be hustling. And yeah, yeah. Maybe we'll do that. I'll do some research and figure out how to enable this, and then we'll come back to it. All right. Well, see you guys next time. This is YouTube. Do the YouTube things.